he did let it all happen, and Patrick was once again fine with it. And at no point did Jayhawk have any ownership of GCs, uh, servers, Roblox groups, accounts, holder accounts, none of that.
Okay.
And I would also like to bring up the Jayhawk coup.
What about
Hold up. Patrick, Russo, Jack Kingston. We were all in a group chat, including myself. There was this big coup planned to remove Jayhawk and to steal his White House map and to use it as a quote-unquote social club. I think that was ignorant, and I just had to get out of there.
so like Black Cat?
Yeah, basically Black Cat. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Because Patrick's been fantasizing with Black Cat a lot. Yes.
Okay. Well, I do have a question.
I mean,
little boy, after I'm done asking just one more question, Patrick, and then I'll let you refute it. I know Patrick did say that he never said anything about removal of Jack, Kingston, Weekend. He said he never talked to you about that, not even once. How could you refute that? As there's no evidence of the VC happening.
I trusted Patrick and he trusted me, so I didn't record VCs. That's just not my nature. I think trust was a big factor, and I cannot prove it. It's just I know that it's the truth, and if people, it's the people's decision if they want to believe it or not.
Right.
That's all I can say for that.
I think that's a fair. Point. Patrick, you may review now.
Okay, so to review his last statement, he talks about trust and all these things, and he can sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm telling the truth, but I ain't recording anything, and it's up to the people. It's like, yeah, this is the same guy that's lying out of his teeth about, accusing Joachim that he got bullied by the Smiths. I mean, this is the same degenerate that's like, saying, oh, the Smiths bullied him, or, if the Smiths were nicer to Joachim, he'd still be alive, and it's like, really? Really, nigga? I mean, it's terrible. And to go back to the whole Jayhawk coup and everything, I would like to remind Heinrich and to let Crusoe, Jack, and Kingston, if they want to refute me in the chat, it was actually Heinrich and Crusoe and Kingston who started the coup. I did not originally go to Crusoe at any point in time. It was Heinrich and Kingston who went to Crusoe. Now, Heinrich is right. Heinrich says that Jayhawk never owned any groups or group chats or X, Y, and Z. What Jayhawk did own, and what he had a monopoly over me, was that he owned the White House map under his account. I had no say, I had no access to the map, so that's why Jayhawk was allowed to remain, because again, he was our only developer, and secondly, the map was under his account. And what's ironic to me is that he's willing to throw, Jack and Kingston and Crusoe all onto the bus while trying to preach them. That I'm like this bad guy, Crusoe, Kingston, Jack, Patrick wants to remove you, and then he'll throw him under the bus the next minute as soon as it benefits him. This is just a classic case of opportunism displayed by Heinrich, and honestly, it's unfortunate to see, and at least people can see it now. I mean, right in front of them. So that is true. There was a coup intended that was started by Heinrich and Crusoe and Kingston, not by me. So
I will say this. Don't bring up the Jack situation, because that'll be a later question. That'll be like a later question and all that stuff.
Okay, of course.
I just want to keep it contained to one certain area, because sometimes when we debate with the whole Jayhawk situation thingy, we kind of detour and detract off. So don't bring up some stuff that probably won't be needed. For example, the Jayhawk coup, that involves Heinrich, so I guess you can bring that up. Heinrich, would you like to refute this claim?
Yeah, sure. I would first like to say there was no plan of, I guess, quote-unquote, cooing Jayhawk. Crusoe, me, and Kingston, we had this idea of having a backup America, just in case if Jayhawk left. I didn't have a plan. We didn't have a plan as a collective to remove him or coup him. We had a plan to have this America map ready. We were going to bring back the Rockwells as well. We're going to bring back that dynasty. I was going to be the vice president, and then Crusoe was going to be the president, and then Kingston would have been some secretary. And we all agreed to that. There was no coup or any of that nonsense. For the Joachim thing, I'll save that for the next whatever, because you said that's a new question up ahead. And that's about it.
Yeah, I do notice that Kingston is responding to Patrick's point, but yeah, we can avoid that if you wish. Patrick, would you like to
Can I repeat one last time before? Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day here, I mean, again, it's just another classic display of this two-faced opportunism. It wasn't against Jayhawk, but it was because we agree with with Patrick. So me and Crusoe, we're gonna make our own America because we don't want to be with Patrick. So I mean, like, again, full on display, opportunism, two-faced, unreliable, and just a traitor at this point. And if you want to refute it, I mean, be my guest. I mean, there's just so many examples that I can go off on. But I think we should move on because, I mean, at this point, he's just, embarrassing himself. So to save face for Heinrich, I think we should move on for his sake.
If Heinrich wishes to move on, he can. But Heinrich, I'll ask you this question, and if you
I'm
don't
not
wish to
here
move on,
to point fingers, call names. I'm just here to have a simple talk. Next question, please.
Of course. The next question will be, hold on, I need to look. Sorry, guys, I'm disorganized. I wasn't meant to host this.
Okay.
Already, Heinrich. So this would be an interesting question because I'm going to ask you two these questions. The difference is that it's going to be a name switch. So, did I ask the first question? What led to your decision to leave the Smiths in the first place? Did I ask that?
Yeah.
Okay, so did I ask the second one?
I don't think so. No.
The detentions. I think I asked that one. Did I?
Yeah. I think I led into that. Yeah.
Alrighty, Heinrich. In your view, what does Leopold have that Patrick doesn't? What sets them apart? For example, what does Leopold leadership skills have that Patrick leadership skill doesn't? What makes Leopold Project more of an opportunity for you than the Greater America? So basically, in your view, what does Leopold have that Patrick doesn't? What sets them apart?
Mm-hmm.
And why do you choose Leopold? Or I should say leave.
Every leader definitely does have their own strengths, and both Leopold and Patrick bring both unique qualities to the table. What sets Leopold apart, in my view, is his constant care for everyone involved on a personal level. He has a group chat which is called Bunker 14. I think you're in it. I'm not 100% sure.
I am.
We all make collective decisions. We don't have a so-called king in power. We have a king, I guess, in the role play or whatever. But does he really make all of the decisions? No. A lot of the people or the cabinet or the prince, myself, we come to an agreement and we make the decision like that. It's more of a collective than one person. I would also like to say, I don't want to bring up money because I just don't think that's reasonable. But I will say this: I think Leopold definitely does have more funds. That's not. That can be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. That's a whole different conversation. I think that's it. Yeah.
Patrick, would you like to refute or respond to the claim? And if you want me to repeat the question, I may repeat it for you.
I mean, the question's more towards him. I mean, I'd like to respond to his claim that, we have a group chat and, we can decide things. It's like, the reason why Heinrich is crying here about it is because he claims that he was overstepped because of Jayhawk. Again, what I find ironic is that he can complain about Jayhawk day and night to me, and then a week later he can be seen in the same group chats in the same group as Jayhawk, which is completely ironic to me. But that's where he is now. And at the end of the day here, before he left, actually, we actually talked about it. There was a great compromise that we came to before he left. There was a group chat between me, him, Crusoe, where we talked about, hey, I know that you want to go with Leopold. What should we do? How can we compromise to allow you to stay here and stay a Smith and not ruin your career going off with Leopold? And there were three things. First, he's like, make me Secretary of State, make me third in command. And then he wanted to have quote unquote creative liberty over the say in America and the uniforms and development, to which we all agreed to. And what's funny to me is that the same day that we made that agreement, he left, he made an alt account, and he joined this so-called Haas dynasty without telling anyone. It was ironic because it was actually me who found it. It was me and Kingston who found the actual, Francois Haas account on the same day that he agreed to stay in America as Secretary of State and get this creative, liberty and, oversight over the uniforms and the map. And again, I mean, just clear-faced opportunism and two-faced, from Heinrich. I mean, it's just example after example after example. I mean, it's a pity to see someone fall this far down from where they were before. That's all I have to say about that.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize. So how did you figure out that was his fault? Like, did you just?
It was clear as day because during the whole compromise that I had with him, I mentioned that I would like him to become a smith, and he said, "Oh, but the Hellenstrites are coming back, and I want to be part of the Hellenstrite project, and if I leave, then Lord Hellenstrite, he's not going to be happy with me." So he's like, "I'll make an alt account, but I can't change my main account name." And I said, "No." I said, "You need to change your name and become a smith. That's the bottom line here. You have to dedicate yourself to the cause for us to dedicate our trust and this creative liberty to you." And he said that the only way that he would become a smith is if he made an alt account, and which was ironic because he made the alt account the exact same day. I think only like 3 hours later. So it was pretty obvious right from the get-go that it was his alt account.
Okay. Heinrich, I think so. Yeah. Heinrich, would you like to respond to the claim?
Yeah, of course. The reason why I had a hard decision of leaving the Smiths and leaving or leaving Leopold. I actually wanted to stay in both dynasties or nations because I wanted to see both nations prosper, and so we can maybe fight each other. It'd be more, communities, just not Octavia, Teutonia, like just two nations just to fight. I think it's very boring. I think we should have all these nations that we can fight, like Deutschland, with Greater America, with Bavaria coming up, with the Hellenstein state coming up. I think that's all great opportunity. But if I did choose to leave Leopold, I don't think Bavaria would exist.
Patrick, would you say?
That is like.
Would you say?
Hold on, that was just like the most retarded take ever. Oh my gosh, that was just so retarded. So the reason why I find this funny is because the whole time this situation was going on, Heinrich was lying behind our backs. First off, that same day when all this went down and we found out that he betrayed us for the Haas dynasty, he pulled in Kingston to this VC, and it was Wehan, it was you, it was Heinrich, and it was Leopold, and it was Kingston, and they were like, "Oh, we're banning all the Smiths from our server because you guys are just too loyal to Patrick." And 5 minutes later, the only person that was banned was Kingston. And Kingston was in the GC. Well, Heinrich he's like, "Heinrich, don't you get banned too because you're a Smith?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I get banned too." And an hour goes by, and the only person banned from that server was Kingston. I had 5 guys in there who could tell me that no one else was banned except for Kingston, because Kingston actually was loyal, actually had a moral compass and ideals that aligned with us, and he wasn't two-faced unlike Heinrich here. I mean, there was no, "Oh, I wish both of them could prosper." No, Heinrich had made up his mind beforehand. He lied about it, and he's trying to play, why can't we all be friends, and why can't we hold hands and dance in a circle? No, that's not what happened. He chose what he wanted to do, and he lied to cover his tracks, and unfortunately, that lie came to light. So,
well, I do have a question. You mentioned how Kingston, and correct me if I'm saying this sentence wrong, Kingston was the only Smith in that server that basically had a moral compass. What about the other Smiths that were involved that didn't get banned? Because you did say that Smith. I'm sorry, I'm tired. How Kingston was the only true loyalist. Wasn't that what you basically?
Right. So I was more so mentioning this towards Heinrich, in comparison to see that Kingston, who was still a new member to the community, was more loyal and was more responsible than Heinrich, who's currently 18, which is astonishing to me, considering how youthful Kingston is, and that was more aimed towards towards Heinrich. All the other Smiths in that server, Jack, Weekend, and whoever else, once that happened, they all came forward and they actually recorded these VCs, and I got sent the recordings, and I got typed chat logs of what they were saying in VC. And again, it was just countless, video and document of, Heinrich shitting on me, or Leopold cheating on me, and then Heinrich's like, oh yeah, it's totally right, and it was terrible to see. And the other Smiths who came forward, they had the exact same moral compass and loyalty that Kingston had, and they did what they should have done, and they proved their loyalty when Heinrich faltered and lied. It's unfortunate, to be honest with you.
Well, would you say, though, that they only came out to confess that they were in that server because they felt like they've been caught, and they felt like, well, what's the point? I should show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you think that they got caught, and then, all they could do was, suck up? No. What happened is that nobody knew that Heinrich was lying. Because he was lying not just to me, not just to Kingston, but to everyone. He kept this hidden from everyone, not just me, not just Kingston, but he kept it hidden from Weekend, from Jack, and everyone else, and no one else found out until I talked about it, and I, came forward to the public and told them, this guy's a traitor, and then they all came forward, I'll record the VC, and I'll type it out for you, and then, we'll leave afterwards, and, X, Y, and Z. I mean, these people, they weren't caught in a lie. They just didn't know that he was a traitor. They didn't know that he was being two-faced. I mean, who could tell that he was being two-faced until we caught him in the lie itself? So they didn't get caught in a lie. I'll tell you that much.
Kingston did say something. My apologies for interrupting not early, but Kingston did say something, and I find this interesting because this is what he's saying about what you said. I don't know if this was said, but I didn't record any VCs, as I don't have any recording software, and I seek the truth. So Kingston is claiming that he didn't record any of the VCs. Is that...
Yeah, no. It was not Kingston. I can vouch for him. There were others who did record the VC for me, because Kingston quite literally could not record the VCs because he was banned afterwards. No operation started with recordings until after we found out the fact that he was a two-faced liar to us, and now he's sending guys to, go record everything for us.
Okay. Heinrich, would you like to respond to those claims?
I would. I would like to bring out the key word that Patrick used. He said Kingston was quote-unquote useful. That right there just proves Patrick's looking out to use people. He only cares about what he can use from them. He's an opportunist. He's not the opportunist.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay, are you going to talk? Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. I mean, it's just so hilarious. Oh, my gosh. He said useful, and he's using people. We caught him now because he said useful.
Hey, listen up, little niggers. I'm the man of the show, okay? One of you guys talk at a time. You two illegal alien pieces of niggers. Already, Heinrich, continue.
Illegal aliens.
Honestly, I think it's over. I mean, Heinrich has made a fool of himself for the past 44 minutes.
We have
has been proven. I mean, what's been proven is that he was a liar.
I would like to refute the Kingston statement. Yes, Kingston was removed because I had intel that Kingston was leaking such things like, who was in VC at the time and how much people were in VC and what we said in the VC. I think that was a breach of security. I don't think we need to have our sometimes we just played games and just chilled and talked. I don't think that needs to be recorded by any means. I think that's just weird.
Well, let me just...
I don't have spies. I don't have spies in Patrick's server or the Smith Network server recording his conversations daily. I don't have that because I don't care. I'm not weird like that. I don't need to have these spies. Sorry.
Well, the reason why this whole thing happened is because we caught you in this lie. I mean, if you weren't a two-faced traitor, if you weren't a liar, then there would be no need to have this, this precaution. We have to listen to him to see what's happening. It's only happened because this betrayal was so unforeseen by someone who was named the successor for after I left. Heinrich was supposed to succeed me once I left. This was known privately by Kingston, by Jack, by Heinrich himself, and it came to such a shock to me to see that this man would pull this bullshit and be two-faced and lie to my face and to all of his friends' faces as well, that I deemed it necessary to go to this extent. I'm pretty sure anyone else in my position would. It's completely justified at this point.
Okay. I'm just gonna end it right there, because I'll be honest with you, I kind of stoned out.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be on. My headphones died, and I kind of couldn't hear you guys. So we're just going to end that right there. There's more questions. I know that, Patrick, I know you kind of want to end the debate ever because... I know you want to end it because you felt like you kind of... Yeah, that's true. But I know that you want to end the debate early because you feel like that you already won. But the show must go on. You know, this is like a circus. It must go on. So, the other question...
I mean, like, the circus is just watching Heinrich fall on his ass, like, over and over again. I mean, I've already seen, like, what a clown this guy is. I mean, how fun is the circus after you see the same circus act 10 times over and over again? I mean, be my guest. Be my guest.
Alrighty, let's just continue. You know, I waste 1 hour to organize this. I'm not letting 1 hour of my time be wasted because you want to end it early. Same with Heinrich. Heinrich, I want to say the same thing to you.
No, I don't want to end it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Alrighty. Hey, everybody, we all love Folkmar. You know, we all love him.
Greatest guy.
Alrighty, so shut up. Shut the fuck up. So basically, Heinrich.
Worst guy.
So Heinrich. This is a question to you, of course. You once said after Jacobin's death that whatever quote-unquote karma comes his way is deserved, and you felt they provoked him. Would you elaborate on what you meant by that?
Yes, I would. First and foremost, I would definitely like to say Yoakum's, or whatever his name is, passing was definitely a tragic event. And when I was in the so-called group chat, which I don't remember all the members, but Giovanni Reggio was there, Finnair was there, Overlord, the Femboy was there, Pony the Pro, no, he might have been there, I'm not sure. Eliano was there, who else? I don't think that matters. But I did say when I did wake up, that's the thing. I woke up to like this text. You know how Ozzy and Bunny and or whatever his little clan of people, they have those jokes in his server that's like, oh, rest in peace Ozzy, rest in peace this person. I was like, okay, this is just another joke. It's not a big deal. So I said I write in caps, rest in piss, LOL, because I thought it was a joke. And then later on, I found out that it did happen. I was like, you know what? My condolences to the people who actually witnessed it, and my condolences to the family. I do not have condolences to him, unfortunately, because I think he was just completely stupid. How do you accidentally fire a firearm? And I don't know. Gun safety. It's a big thing. I think. What was the problem in it? I don't know why would anyone pull a gun close to their neck or close to their head with a bullet loaded in the chamber.
Hold on. 1 second. I'll let you continue. Jack, I will not ask that question. That is completely inappropriate. I will not ask
Jack
that.
doing?
Continue, Heinrich.
Of course. I think I said it all, but let me think.
So basically, what you're saying is, I'll shorten it down because I'll be honest with you, that's just a whole bunch of yap. To me, at least, no offense, Heinrich. What you're saying is that you thought that it was fake. You thought that it was a joke, basically.
No.
No?
Yeah, at first, yes. During the first stage, 1 to 2 hours. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But then when you found out, you sent your condolences, basically, and all that.
To his family and to the people who saw it. Correct.
But not to Jacobin. But not to Jack. But not to. Okay. Patrick, how would you like to respond?
I'm going to bring this up. There's also evidence. Not evidence. Not right now. There is evidence that's circulating that's still getting gathered that this Yoakum guy could have been a pedophile in the Fallout community, and he has faked his death multiple times. Now, of course, there's not specific evidence on that. Which, if there is, I will definitely give it to Patrick, or Kingston can be his little bird and fly it to him. I would definitely give that to him in the future. Not right now.
Alrighty, well, so now we have the allegation of Mr. Jacobin being a pedophile. I did not expect this. Wow. What a shocker. Patrick, how would you like to respond?
I mean, there's just so much. I mean, again, like, every time this man opens his mouth, it's just, like, lying central here. So to start off here, with him not knowing, I'm sure that's true. I mean, I'm sure he was surprised and whatnot, but after it was confirmed by multiple good people in that group chat, it actually, they realized that Joachim passed away, that it wasn't a joke, it wasn't some prank by the monkey crew. He still stood firm by his belief that, the karma, they get what they get, X, Y, and Z, And Tony the Pro doubled down and agreed with him. And the only reason why I found out this is because, ironically, Tony the Pro came to me looking for protection against being doxxed because they were confronted by a bunch of Cadens. Tony the Pro and Heinrich were confronted by a bunch of Cadens for their statements.
I will say this about the Caden statement. My apologies for interrupting. However, the only person that actually confronted him was 2 knights in Siege. Aryan Caden was making fun of Jackman's death. I just want to bring that up because I'm aware of that, and I was told by Aryan. Yeah, so it was free Cadens, but it wasn't,
Yeah,
I just wanted to bring that up.
I'm just so sorry that, I'm not up to date with who's a Caden and who's not.
It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I just want to bring that up. It wasn't like, a full one.
Shame on Patrick for not knowing who is
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Shame on me. But regardless, the reason why I found this all out was because I was added to the same group chat, and looking at the timestamps for everything, it didn't add up. I made my announcement in the morning after I found out. I confirmed it, spread like wildfire through the entire community that they realized what happened. And after that point, Heinrich and Tony the Pro were still going on about this, this little tangent about, they got what they deserve and X, Y, and Z, and they should be, re-educated in X, Y, and Z. And it was this whole thing that was just disgusting to see that they continued to do it even after finding out that Joachim actually passed away. And this whole tangent that they think that Joachim is a pedophile is just so retarded. I mean, don't you think that if he was actually a pedophile, we would have found out? I mean, when Kavara was ousted for being a pedophile and whatnot, the entire community, World War II and Fallout and Napoleonic found out, and they all removed him. They got him, removed from his, stupid Napoleonic position. They got him removed from his Fallout groups, X, Y, and Z. He got removed everywhere, and it's like wildfire to the point where he was basically pushed off the platform by people who were going after him. And I think that if that were true for Joachim, then the same exact thing would have happened. And I've known him for about 3 to 4 years now. So was Alexander, so was Ozzy, so was all these other people. I've known him for years and years on end. If he were actually this big bad pedophile, or he touched minors or talked to minors, then we wouldn't have associated with him. It just seems like a stupid argument in my opinion. And I think it's baseless because there's no proof. Obviously, this is only an allegation with no proof or evidence behind it. And the fact that it's even being spouted is quite stupid in my opinion. So there's my take on that. And adding on top of that, after he found out all the details, he tried to create this strange narrative, and he asked Ozzy if he would be willing to blame the Smiths for the death of Joachim. And in that same group chat, it was him and Fanir, I believe, who was steering this narrative that, if the Smiths didn't treat him like shit, he'd still be alive, and the Smiths bullied him and X, Y, and Z, which was just such utter bullshit that when I found out, I had a few of my guys go confront Fanir, and I grabbed all the screenshots from that group chat. And frankly, it's embarrassing, it's sad, and once again, another display of this two-faced chicanery that he's got going on here. That's all I have to say about this.
Hello? Okay, there you go. Alrighty, so before we continue the debate, I had a question submitted. We should take the tension off just a little bit, and then we can go back into it. So this is from Mr. Operator. Thank you, Operator, for asking this question. What are your gentlemen's favorite colors?
Look, I think nothing goes better than black, my friend. I mean, black uniforms, the night is black, the sky is black at night, Black, black, black. I mean, I sound like a fucking nigger lover at this point, but black is a great color, Scuba. We love the color black, don't we, Scuba? Me and you both. Me and you both, Scuba.
Okay. Hydra, what's your favorite color?
I think a nice red, nice crimson red's a very nice color.
Yeah, of course, you're a communist. Alrighty, so Hydra, refute his.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Refute his.
I definitely want to refute this, yes.
No.
Was,
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're talking about the karma. I thought you were talking about the colors. Alright, refute the whole claim you made.
Let's get into the debate about colors. No. The karma was definitely deserved. This guy was an absolute degenerate and an absolute, disgusting person. If you look at his Twitter, he had half nudes, and he was reading James Mason, the Siege book, who's commonly read by Adam Wofford or other far-right extremist groups that Louis Otto is in. No, well, he wasn't an Adam Waffen, but we can get on that. Cascadia, LARP, whatever.
All right, hey, don't bring up Lloyd Guard. I don't know what. I don't know what.
RG's gonna come. It might be over for me.
I don't know
RG's
why,
gonna
bro.
raid my house
Hold on.
tonight.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know why you brought up Lloyd Guard in this. This is about Jacobin, whatever his name is. So
Yeah,
you comment on Jacobin only.
Yeah, and he was also a Mormon, so degenerate.
Again, if I can refute this, there's no evidence that he was a pedophile. You spouting that this nonsense that he was a pedophile.
I never said there was.
Oh, this guy just went off on like a minute tangent. He was sending half news on his Twitter, and he was a pedophile, X, Y, and Z. You quietly just did. I think we have a recording. I can play that back for you, for whoever's recording.
I
said
if there is evidence, I will send Kingston, and Kingston can be a little birdie and send it to you. Or I'll send it to you directly. You just said a minute ago, right, after that you claimed that he was a pedophile. I mean, again, this whole argument that you even brought up, it's stupid, it's ridiculous. He could be a pedophile, or not.
Again.
He could. Might be.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you were a pedophile, you were retarded, and, I hope you shoot yourself, too. I mean, like, that's it. I mean, okay, nigga. I mean, sure. If they're a pedophile,
that's how it works.
I mean, again, I doubt that this Joachim fellow did anything wrong, again, because we would have heard about it. Me, Ozzy, or Alex would have heard something. I mean, we're just going in circles here. There's no evidence, and it's ridiculous to even, be preaching about.
I do have an eyewitness. I don't know. If you want to talk to him, I probably can get you.
I'd be more than happy to, but what I wanted to make, aware, and what other people know, is that account was shared with Villicus for a long time, between Joachim and Villicus. They shared that Roblox account while he retired at X, Y, and Z. So there's no saying for sure who it was. I mean, I don't know until we get into contact with Villicus. And until then, I think I'd prefer if you didn't call and accuse this guy a pedophile until there was, strong evidence to back that up.
I think it is, yes.
It's also a possibility that you're a pedophile, too. I mean, it's also
I might be, I might be.
Yeah, it's great. What's the next question? Let's get the circus over.
Don't link me and Kingston's DMs. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. What guy listening to? Oh no.
Alrighty.
It's a very nice stream. Very nice.
Let's continue the debate.
Love it.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, this is kind of shit fast, but bear with me, guys.
Yeah, right. Kingston's a pedophile. Real shit. Me and him are grooming a bunch of kids. We're grooming all the Octavians.
Shut up. I will have your information leaked if you don't shut the fuck up. Thank you. Alrighty. So, this is to you. Heinrich. I'll ask both of you guys this question. Looking back on your time with the Smiths, are there any regrets or things you wish that had turned out differently?
Yeah, definitely.
For me first, I think I'll answer this one first. I think you can put this one down, Heinrich. I only wish that God would, I wish that God would have been there with Heinrich more to prevent, this two-faced lying, chicanery, and just like this whole, I mean, this guy is like, it's like a downward slope. It just keeps going down. It's terrible. I mean, this guy, he's falling just continuously. First, it's, these lies that I don't like my own members. And then, secondly, it's like, this Joachim guy who lost his life is not a pedophile. And then, the whole betrayal in the first place. I mean, I only wish that Heinrich had come to his senses, that, and, in the future that we continue praying for him and his well-being, because this man is clearly not right in the head. So I only wish that we could have saved Heinrich, and unfortunately, he might be too far gone to be saved.
Okay. Alrighty. That was towards Heinrich, but we can change it to what I was towards you. Do you got any more points?
No, I guess we can let the clown talk.
Alrighty, Heinrich. So I'll ask you the same question again. Alrighty. So looking back on your time with the Smiths, are there any regrets or things you wish had turned out differently?
No, I don't think there was any regrets. I don't regret anything. I think I definitely learned from what I chose, and from the past I had with Patrick. I think some moments were good, some moments were very nice and joyful, some moments weren't. Some moments were backstabbing people in the back, removing them, and having this witch hunt. I guess I think that was completely evil. Let's see.
Alright, I'll be checking DMs.
Let me think here. Apologize.
Hold on. So okay. Ashley has a very good question.
Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Patrick, you can review his thing if you want to. Is he there? Hello?
What was his whole thing?
I don't
Which
know.
hunt?
I wasn't
Which
even
hunt?
listening. I wasn't even listening. What
Yeah,
did you
me
say again?
neither. You know, it's like the guys just like yapping like some style. What were you saying, Heinrich? Some witch hunt?
I don't think I should repeat myself.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, it's so
we
useless.
we
You know,
we do
can't be
have
bothered.
some honorable questions that many of our people from the Smith administration and those outside of the Smith administration have. Ashley has asked, I have a very good question. What is everybody's favorite soda?
Not really a big soda guy. I drink a lot of juices and water. It's my
Oh, I
take.
didn't realize this, guys. Shock is here. Hello, Mr. Shock-Frenic. Alrighty. So, what about you, Patrick? What's your favorite soda? That is a very nice. I love that answer very much, Patrick. I appreciate that answer. There's another question from Mr. Jack. Jovan wants to ask a question about Patrick and Heinrich. What do you think about the Nazi? Jack making the map Nazi, the Manhattan map. What do you think about that? That's what Jack asked.
Jack or Jayhawk?
Oh,
Jack.
what?
Yeah, Jack asked me to ask you this question, Patrick. What do you think about Jack making a Nazi version of Manhattan? That's what Jack
I
asked
think
me.
I haven't seen anything yet, and if you did, I mean, this guy's on the level of Jayhawk. I mean, no one wants to be on his level, so hopefully Jack learns from Jayhawk's mistakes and how he blundered and got removed and whatnot, and he doesn't follow that path of trying to Nazify America. I mean, gotta make America great again, not German again. So
Howard.
that type of
Oh,
stuff.
this is the one guy from the DDR GMod roleplay server. Hello, Howard. Why did you ping me? What do you want? Okay, he's just gonna ping me and not respond. Okay.
Ugh.
Alrighty, so this is from Bunny. What is your favorite animal? You two?
Oh,
Bro, this nigga's got 1 IQ, bro. What the fuck?
oh, here we go. Let's invite all the people.
All
You know what?
right.
Invite my guy. Invite Jayhawk. Invite Jayhawk. Here we
I'm here to.
Oh no! You
speak.
shut
If
up!
the
You shut
fucking
up,
e-girl,
boy.
If the e-girl gets to ask what your favorite soda is, you fat fuck, I get to ask a question.
Let Jayhawk up. Here we
You
are.
never replied.
You drink
You never
soy.
replied.
You drink soy. That is
There we
what you
go.
do. You
You
drink
never
soy.
replied. You never replied.
And
There we
I'm
go.
here with my Soylent. Yeah, you fucking little soy jack.
What?
Fuck.
I never
All
fucked
All right,
Ashley
here's my
before.
question. Here's my question. Okay, here's my question. All right. My question is more of a general statement, but it's directed towards Mr. How do you say your name? Vektarus blah blah blah.
You can call him Heinrich.
Okay, Heinrich Himmler. Here's my question to you. So you were a Smith, right? You were a Smith.
I was,
And
yes.
you pledged the allegiance to the Smith administration.
I think
And
Roblox
you
sucks
spout
mean
and you
nothing.
carry. Shut up. And you spout and carry the ideals of the Smiths, right?
For a short
You
time.
participated in the dynasty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you followed the ideals, the morals of the Smiths, correct?
Not all of them. Some of
Not
them.
all
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
So you
And I'm
weren't a
about to
Smith.
fucking nut.
Okay.
I think we found the primary problem with this whole debate is that we're not talking to a Smith here. We're talking to a fucking retard. Okay, this guy doesn't believe in what the Smiths believe, so why should he have a say in any of the thing the Smiths do? I mean, realistically, this guy's over here talking like, oh, but we have a group chat where we all get to make group decisions. It's like, okay, what is this, fucking democracy class? What is this, student body government? Yeah, Chairman Mao, everyone stand up and clap. Like, what are you, fucking retarded? Like, for real. Am I the only one that's over here like, what is this nigga talking about? Oh, well, I really like Leo because he has good leadership because he allows us to do all the work while he sits on sucks his own dick. It's like, wow, dude, this sounds like great leadership. Holy crap. This guy's
First of all, he doesn't sit there and suck his own dick. He does a lot of work. He funds.
Sucks. He can't even get a
funds
group
the
logo.
group. He funds the
His
group.
shit is so dead. It's so dead, dude.
Okay. You'll see.
Who's his head dev? Fucking nobody. Fucking nobody. Name his head dev. Name his head dev. Say his name. Say his name.
It's secret. It's all part of the plan, as you guys say. All part of the plan.
Wrong. Wrong. I'm not even a Smith, and I know more about this group than you do, you fucking incel. You little fucking retard. I'll kill you.
I love.
Tell me your home address and come in your house.
I love Denning, guys. Denning is the best. I think Denning should be president of Modified America. I think Denning should be leader of Modified America, guys.
What the fuck is this guy talking
about? Gary's
What the fuck is this?
Actually, I think that Plague should be president.
Who's Plague? Oh, yeah, Plague.
This is
I love Plague. We love Plague. Romans for Plague. Romans for Plague. Plague, get up here.
Can we let Jayhawk up here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we should have Jayhawk up here. He was the head dev. He was the vice president.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a question.
Head dev of what? Head dev of what?
Oh.
The Soylent Factory? You fucking insult.
Yeah, here, let's go. Let's keep going.
Hello, Plague. How are you?
He's CEO of the Chum Chowder Factory. So
That's fantastic.
Oh, there we go. We got J2. We got J2. There we go. There we go.
Here with the crowd. Now he's back down.
I love J2.
Now he's back up. Now he's back up.
Oh, they're trying to silence him. They're trying to silence him.
The
Poor
Civil
guy.
War is in full force right now, guys.
Poor guy.
Can we invite
Okay,
Jayhawk?
you didn't really. But I do wonder, Mr. What was his name again? Himmler? Mr. Himmler, sir. You didn't answer my question. Why are you an unrelenting faggot?
I don't get how that's a question.
Here, let me rephrase it. You are an homosexual, right? You're a known homosexual in the community.
Okay. Big pedophile right here. Oh,
you're on the Roblox criminal database. There's like 5 fun times.
Sigma. That's pretty Sigma. Pretty Sigma.
Okay. Is it? What do you have to say about being a fake Smith, being a fake cell, while also being an incel, while also being a faggot? How do you explain your mere existence?
I think we should all convert to the Prophet of Islam.
Wrong. Okay, this guy's boring.
You're boring. Shut up.
Oh yeah, we got
Jayhawk. Jayhawk, go ahead and send me the American Bund uniforms, okay? We're going to use them in Octavia.
Why did Jayhawk get removed? What's his fucking question? We invited him up for a reason. What's his question? Come here, Jayhawk. Come here.
Okay.
Come to Papa.
My question is, if Patrick loves his community so much, why is he only using me and letting me destroy his entire community just so he can extort me for development?
Thank you.
Why would he do that?
I love my community more. I love my community more than some ginger. I love my people. I love my people more than some ginger. I'll tell you that now, folks.
Make your own opinions.
I love my people. You know, my people are my loyalists, and my loyalists are my people. People like Kingston and Jack, and even Heinrich at one time, you know. I defended these people tooth and nail against Big Bad Ginger, and here they are now.
Hello, L3. Hello, Leopold. Hello, Shock. Hello, Vazify. Hello, Alexander. Hello, Howard. Hello, Plague. Hello, Scott. Hello, Dynasty. Hello, Ozzy. Hello, Jayhawk.
Can I have perms to get this guy off stage? Yep, there you go. Go by.
Are there any more questions from the crowd?
Any more questions? You know, you can ask the unrelated question. You know, this is like the Cold War. We gotta cool down the tensions. We gotta cool it down.
Cool down.
Hello? Right. What up?
Oh,
hey,
Mr. Alexander. How are you today? How are you? You're like Patriot Front. You're like the leader of Patriot Front, but like, you're Republican. Alrighty. What's your question?
What does it make this Adam Waffen? If I'm Patriot Front, does that make you guys?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. You know, okay. Patrick Mason. I mean, I don't know.
This guy, like moderator guy, sounds like the kid who's like, calculator is short for calculator.
That is me. That is me. Yes.
Calc is short for calculator. About my dog.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask a question because in the beginning of the debate, the narrative was that Joachim was bullied into killing himself, and that was a bad thing to do. now now you're saying that Joshin was a pedophile and deserved to die. Which narrative are you standing with? Because there's two narratives.
I never said he was a pedophile. I think there is a possibility.
Okay. So do you think he's a pedophile? Yes or no?
Not right now, no.
Why is it not right now?
Because it could change. There is a guy that I'm talking to, and he might have evidence of it. So I have to get
You
it.
might have evidence, but is there evidence of it?
Not right now, no.
So if a 17-year-old girl says that I raped her, but gives you no evidence, would you then believe that I'm a pedophile?
No, I think evidence is needed.
Okay, good. Always believe the man, never believe the victim. Remember that. Oh God. I thought you were base and red-pilled, Heinrich, and now you're saying, "Oh God," to a
I believe in equality. I'm a big equality guy.
What the fuck? Equality? What the fuck? Diversity,
Putin,
equity, and inclusion.
Putin would disagree with you. What are your thoughts on Putin's top woman, who's in charge of like women in Russia, and her saying that women fantasize about rape? Do you agree with that?
I think Putin's a tyrant.
Oh, so you
think Putin's a tyrant? Is this guy? How is this guy made a Smith? What the fuck?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Heinrich has changed in a lot of his opinions.
I didn't know this guy was personal friends with Lily. What the fuck? Who is this? Who is this guy? Like, genuinely, who is this person?
Man. Bro is like, I believe in equity and inclusion. I believe in equality. It's like, well, that sucks, and you suck, actually.
Okay.
And that's boring.
I respect your opinion.
I don't care if you respect my opinion. I just respect your opinion, faggot. Your opinion sucks.
Yeah, go ahead.
It used to be so cool.
It's a free country.
No, it's Discord, actually, not a free country. And it's the Smith Network, which is a dictatorship. So no, it's not. Patrick's the king here, as it's always been. So deal with it.